Oh, yeah. Now we're rolling. Damage Plan MMA podcast. I'm Jason. As always, my co-host, the voice of MMA in Utah, Zack Partridge. What up, dog?
What up, homie?
We have an in-studio guest today. He's in the studio. I'm at my house. Brenden Ferreira fighting this Saturday. Steel Fist Fight Night. Brenden, what's up, man?
Good. How are you, man?
Good, good. So we were talking right before we came on the podcast, and Zack and I actually called your last fight for Steel Fist.
Yep.
What
pretty awesome fight too.
What sticks out to you from that last fight? Like, what did you learn from it? That experience, debut. I believe it was a split decision, right?
Yep.
It was really close fight, good back and forth.
Great fight.
What did you learn in that?
The main thing I learned was to stay calm because I think adrenaline got to me and tired me out the most. And I think I tried to kill him with every shot I threw. So this time around, I just want to keep calm, stick to my game plan, and not throw everything with power because I'll lose my energy real quick, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you go back, we talked before you came on, you said you've watched that fight. When you go back and watch the fight, watching it, did you feel like you had a pretty good, like when you were in that fight, it was a dog fight. And when you were in that dog fight, did you feel like you were winning? Did you feel like you had to like put them away to win? Like what was your feelings of experiencing it and then going back and watching it?
Experiencing it, I thought it was gonna. So right at the end of the fight, I was really like concerned with what the judges were gonna say, and I knew it was gonna be really close. Watching it, I thought it could have possibly been a 10-8 first round, because I forgot how bad it was. But that first round was horrible. And watching, I was like, holy shit. Like, during the fight, there was a part I was, like, on the ground, turtled up, and he was just hammering on me. And I was like, this guy can stop, like, this ref can stop the fight, you know, because I'm not doing anything. But watching it, I was glad to see that I stuck in there. And that second round was definitely different.
Oh,
and I loved every second of it, you know?
Yeah.
It was just so different, you know, from watching it and then actually being in the moment, you know?
Yeah.
But it was good. It was good.
It's so hard. We were just talking about another amateur fighter that had a kind of an unlucky debut, but it's so hard for the perspective. And I'm just an amateur fighter as well, but you know, you're only 18 years old. If you choose to pursue it, you have a bright future in the sport. I think anybody would say that watched just off one fight that you showed a lot of heart, you showed a lot of skill. For your first fight, I actually thought you showed a lot of poise.
Yeah.
The one thing that it's hard to learn is your AMIs, like this is all learning, right? You go through this now, and then by the time, whenever you're ready to go pro, like you've at least already know, like you've been through a dogfight and you know you can dig deep, right? So that was like, watching that fight between you and Russell. I've watched Russell in kickboxing before, but I think that was his MMA debut as well.
Yes.
It was. Yep.
Both were just like that, refused to quit. Even you were both in situations where you were hurt, right? Here's my question. So when the first time you got hurt, and you were hurt in that fight, you both got, did you get dropped?
First round, if the cage wasn't there,
you would have gone down?
I probably would have fallen on my back.
Yeah.
But I bounced right off the cage.
Yeah.
Right there.
Do you remember what your feelings were like?
In that moment?
Yeah.
A huge oh shit moment. Like,
yeah.
This could be it, you know?
So my very first fight, like 15 seconds into the fight, this was when head kicks were still illegal for amateurs. I get kicked, shin to the face. And I just remember, all I remember was all of a sudden I dropped. I felt like somebody hit me with a baseball bat in the face. And all I remember was, oh no, I'm not going to get knocked out in 15 seconds in front of like my wife and family and everybody that come to watch me. I'm like, I am not going out like this. I don't remember the fight at all. I won. I don't remember it all. But
I had that.
But you have that there's like, it's this weird, when I don't remember the fight, but I do remember getting dropped and going, I am not going out like this.
No, exactly. Because that first, when he hit me, it was an uppercut, I believe. And I fell back, and then I just turtled on the ground. And in that moment, I was like, I can't give up now. I gotta, these people are here watching me.
Yeah.
They think I'm going to whip this guy because he looks like he's 30 plus, you know?
Yeah.
That's a whole joke. All my friends were saying, like, oh, you look so old. You got him.
Dude, listen, exactly. You got fights over your kid.
dude, they're like, "Oh, you got this, you got this." And I'm like, "Yeah." And then I'm on the ground. I'm like, "Shit, I need to do something."
Do something.
I don't know. I can't just let everyone disappoint. But at the same time, it was a good learning experience for me.
Absolutely.
You know.
So on to this fight, you're fighting Grady Warren
Yes.
from Vernal MMA,
Mhm.
whatever. I don't know what that means. In his garage, something like that, right?
Yep.
Where do you feel like you've grown the most since that fight to what you've been working on in the gym?
From the fight and in I guess the main thing we're really focusing on is just takedown defense, you know, and because I think that first fight, I think what made the third round, Russell had that body lock takedown. I think that's what sealed the deal for him, you know. So we've been really working on keeping my distance and takedown defense, and I feel like it'll be so much easier and better this fight coming around, and just staying more calm, you know, staying calm and loose, and don't let the adrenaline get to me. And you know, I mean, I'll be accept a dogfight again, but try to keep it my pace, you know.
Yeah.
So that's the big experience or learning curve I've had from the first fight that I'll bring to this one.
Now you train at Koa,
Yes.
right? And you're
Nice.
with Bobby King. Who else are you getting work in with? I mean, Bobby King's not a bad 155er for an amateur to come up under.
He's all right. Bobby's all
I've
right.
been working with, Marshall. So he has a good friend that his first friend that he met when he moved here, you know, and his also coaches him a little bit. So I've been training with him a couple of times. Not recently, but I think last month, I want to say, we go out to Denver to bang Muay Thai and run some rounds with those guys. I ran some rounds. Casey Radden.
Yep.
He fought at Fierce.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah. Casey's cool.
Yeah. I've also sparred once with, I don't know if you know him. His name is PJ. He's locally in Bang Muay Thai headquarters in Denver.
Okay.
He's a kickboxer, Muay Thai fighter. So he's really good. He might get something with Glory. So, or
Cool.
one championship. But yeah,
Awesome.
just some guys like that, you know. And there's some locals that are there. So
yeah. Do you ever go with our boy Joel Haro?
Yes. So he comes on a couple times to spar.
He's coming tonight.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
he's
he's
my
a cool
coach,
guy.
yeah.
I love him a lot.
Yeah.
He's really
Kick him in the head
chill,
next
real
time you see him.
funny. Yeah.
Kick him in the head.
He's real chill.
Kick him in the head.
He caught me with one of those actually. He threw like a cross and dipped and hit me with the head. We were doing Shark Tank for his last fight.
You got to watch those spinning elbows with him.
You know what you got to call him now, right?
What?
Plant Daddy.
Plant Daddy?
Plant
Yep.
Daddy. Next time you
You
see him,
call
call
him
him
Plant Daddy?
Yeah. So he has a hat that says Plant Daddy. Him and his girlfriend have a house full of plants, literally. Like they have what do they call them? Terranium? Are they terraniums? What are they called?
Yeah.
Those things you can buy them at IKEA where they you put the light in there and the plants grow. Yeah. So when you see him, make sure you
Really?
call him Plant Daddy.
Plant Daddy.
He won't beat
Plant
you.
Daddy for sure.
He won't beat. He won't beat
You're
you.
probably looking at me like, what? the-
Yeah. And then he'll know that you're in the know now.
Yeah.
You know, Plant Daddy. So how do you see this fight Saturday going?
I think it will start a little bit slower. If he does decide to charge in, I do want to pick him apart and stick my distance. So I think the first fight, what I really did good was fighting while moving backwards.
You did fantastic.
So if this guy he says he is a wrestler, I'd like to see him shoot so I can catch him with something when he's ducking low or stuffing takedowns. But overall, keeping my distance, picking him apart, and choosing where I want to end him.
Cool. How much jiu-jitsu do you do?
We do quite a bit. I mean, nothing like crazy like some main jiu-jitsu academies do.
Yeah.
But it's mainly for me is just takedown defense, just stay on my feet, you know. I'm not really looking forward to like submitting him. I mean, I know some tricks in the bag, but it's more of just get back to your feet and keep it a stand-up war.
I dig it.
Any predictions, Brenden, on how the fight's going to end on Saturday night?
I think a head kick.
Head kick knockout. Are you going to get the first AMI head kick
He could be
knockout?
the first
First
AMI
head
head kick knockout. Hey, you heard it here first. If it happens,
It's gonna
just
happen.
saying. Damage Plan MMA
gonna
podcast.
happen?
Yeah,
Put it
Okay.
into existence, Brenden. Put it into existence.
it's gonna happen.
I dig it. Is there anybody you want to give like a shout out to or thank you?
My family, they have stuck with me. I mean, my mom's really not into the sport.
Mine
She-
either.
Well, she's like, you know, it's your thing, go do it. You know, I'll support you. But like when it comes fight day, she's just like, don't do it. Like let this be done, you know. So I really want to give a huge shout out to them. You know, they've made me who I am, and they've stuck with me through everything, and I like their support that they give me, even though they don't like it. You know, but
awesome.
Also my coach, Coach Bobby, he's fantastic. I love him. The mental support from him and everyone else at COA is just unreal. You know.
Yeah.
So it really helps me push through camp, and especially in the fight, you know, hearing his voice like telling me like get up, you know, or like push, you know, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Awesome,
it's something you kind of have to experience to understand, but
Yes.
like there's a connection there with your coaches
Mm-hmm.
and the people you go through that with. So absolutely.
It's awesome.
Well,
Saturday, Steel Fist Fight Night. Get your tickets. Reach out to Brenden. Reach out to any of the fighters on the fight card. Go support local MMA. Steel Fist Fight Night this Saturday, February 12th at the Union Event Center. We'll see you then. Hey, Brenden, thanks for joining us today, man. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you for having me here.
Right on. We out.